Hi, welcome to Mark Focus, another tutorial by me. Yay! Alright, this one's going to be 1021 False Node Color Part 1. A lot of this stuff you should already know from some of the other beginning nodes. If you don't, go back to the beginning node tutorial and listen to that. It'll give you, how to put things together and everything, and how to bring these nodes out. Just so you know, you can go to add and put these certain kinds of nodes. And the node, this is an image node, of course, and we'll go through all these. But before I get into that, you can go to www.lulu.com FWLB and check out my tutorials there, or www.youtube.com Falcons tutorials there. And eventually there'll be some cooler stuff coming out on there when I get to it. My email is falconsworks@yahoo.com. My email always works. www.falconsworks.com when my site is up. All tutorials property Mark Falcons and Falcons Works Company. All rights reserved. Boy, that's a mouthful. Okay, we're going to close that one because we won't be able to see the scene very well. What I have set up here, just so you know, this is just going to be, in case you want to do some color correction or you want to do some crazy stuff with colors, just so you know that GIMP and Photoshop and stuff like this, what's cool about Blender right here is that you could animate a complete scene, like a video. You shot a video of something and you wanted to do some color corrections to the video. You could actually do that on the fly. You could do it to a series of photos, or you could do it to an actual video that you made, or a couple of videos that you made on the fly, something that you wouldn't be able to do with some of the other software out there. So just keep in mind that is how powerful Blender is, and you can do this for free. You don't even have to pay that huge amount of money that you have to pay for Photoshop. So a lot of people don't know you can do this with Blender. When I found out, it blew me away. Every time I turn around, the software is mind-boggling to me. I used to sell Photoshop by the thousands, so I completed Micromedia, and I used to sell that. I used to sell a lot of other real popular brands of software out there, but just to kind of give you throw that out there. But anyway, basically what I have here is just a picture. I have a separate node viewer, of course, and then color ramp, and you can see how they're tied up: the red and the green and the blue. If you mix these up, you'll come out with some really weird. You can play with these all day. You can cut one of these off and say, yeah, I want to try, I want to do something really crazy. Just cut those two off, right there. And then you could actually thread the green down here. Whoop, if I can grab it, just click on the thing, grab, whoop, give me that green. Okay, we'll get it this way. There it goes. and then you could do some. Look at how it changed that thing. Oh, incredible! So then you can cut it. So we'll go back to the green here. Let me do it. This video recorder I have on because it's running is making it so I can't. Oh, I don't want to cut that. Okay, we just go Z back. Oh, Z back you. Huh? So there, green. Grab that. I was trying to cut out to go here. There. Yeah, it's this video thing that I'm doing while it's running. It interferes with Blender big time for some reason. I think it's a memory or something. It drives me nuts. Yeah, if I can see it down there. Oh, good, I got it. Nope, I didn't get it. There, we'll try it again here. Well, I'm trying to cut something here. Blue, give it to me right there. Come on, baby. I might have to stop and start this thing just to get this to do what I want it to do. Hold on, I'm gonna pause it and connect those so I don't have to keep playing with this forever. Maybe. Sorry about that. There, that's better. It only takes a second to do it, but boy, when I got my video thing running, it's just interferes with Blender big time, like right now. So anyway, so we got basically a red going here, the green going to this one, the blue going to this one, alpha going straight across, and then of course you have the image into the red. This one's because this is red, and then a green, and then blue coming out here, and then and that's it pretty much. So all three, and this is a viewer if you want to take a look at it, and then I have another viewer over here that I have open here, right here. I can make it smaller and move it out of the way. It's just connected into here. This image right here comes out here. This is just a composite. This one here is what do they call it? Oh, here I can tell you. Combine. That's it. This is a combined node. They call it. So let me click back here now. I'll do that. See, it interferes with it, so that she just pop right out. Hold on 1 second. Let me pause again. Anyway, so combine known viewer, and then this is a composite right here. And then what I did is I went down here, and if you go to the very bottom, see if you can see my mouse kind of turning the two arrows right there with my mouse down here. Then you can divide the screen down here, and just go in here into the editor. This one here is the UV editor. Click on here. Then you got to find the image. Sometimes it will pop up, sometimes it won't, and you have to go to View. Composite preview, and then over here you'll find out there's a node view, render result view, and then my regular picture. So there's a regular picture, then there'll be like a node view, which is probably somewhere in here, I think, and then there's the render view, which is this one here. Node and render view. Right here's what you want, and because that way, wow, if you pick the render result node, if you do the viewer node one, that's better because it's right here. And what that will do is tell you what this looks like as on the fly while I'm working on it. So right now I'm going to just show you. Right now I got it kind of weird. You can see here it's really light around me, and then I kind of messed with it and made it dark and around there of my ugly face. I'm going to fix my face in a little while here. So, hey, stay tuned. Anyway, so as you move these color ramp nodes, if you want to understand color ramp mode, go back to my video tutorials, the beginning Blender intro 2, I think it is, intro 1 or 2. I have color ramp node information, and it tells you about the color ramps. It's the same one that's in Blender and the materials and texture area there. And so that's a color ramp. But this one here is a node, and you can just kind of you can see my face turning blue down there, and you can sit here and play because this is going to be green, this is red, and this here. You can sit here and do some wonderful poster artifacts. I mean, that's kind of cool, and you can just kind of keep playing with it. You can do linear, B-spline, constant. Cardinal, and oh, they got a new one here, ease. I don't know what that one is. I haven't played with that one, and that's definitely a new one. So whatever it does, I'm not sure. B-spline, and then you can just sit here and play with all these color ramps and change from fully alpha 0 to 1. And you can add those. Remember, wow, if you go back to my other thing, we can even add all three colors in there, make it really weird looking. But anyway, you can add more of these little markers in here and do even more crazy stuff. Or you can go back here. Let's see, go back here. Go back here. You can also make me look healthier. You can change the background eventually. There's certain nodes that I did a video where I changed the complete background back here and removed it, so it's completely off of me. So this one kind of concludes the node false color. So and this can get more complicated. This is just just a beginning. So hang in there. This is just a beginning for beginners. All you other people, you have to, they already know the complicated stuff, though. Well, don't worry about it. But this is for a beginner to kind of get you going. So, and that concludes my tutorial for this one. And this should get you. Oh, one more thing I forgot to tell you. I completely go in the render area here. Click on the render and click on this do composite. Click here. You need to have that highlighted for some of this to work. So if you don't have that highlighted, it might not work. So remember that. So go in here and go do composite. And you can animate this, you could render this, you could, there's me, a beautiful render. Woo! Isn't that beautiful? This is a beautiful face. Only a mother could love, huh? So anyways, and later I'm going to play around with my face and make it even better. So here in another tutorial. So you can alter the face, put horns on it if I want, whatever I want. Pretty cool. I'll show you how to do that later, right? So you put them on your mom or something. Anyway, thank you for listening, and let me just pop this back out here, and I'm gonna throw this on there to defend my tutorials a little bit. If I had some tutorials where I had them up and out there, and someone stole my tutorials, and then they were cutting off the first part of my tutorial where I had my advertising like this on. They'd cut that off, and I had it on the end. They'd cut it off on the end too. So then they had the tutorial as their own, kind of thing. And I was so mad because I was like, it was a free tutorial I gave out for people to use for free. Someone cut off my advertising at the beginning and the end so they could sell it, and it was supposed to be free. So now I try to keep this up here as much as I can towards the end and the beginning. I like to go all the way through because when I did that, they stopped stealing my video tutorials. So, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I'm mostly doing this. I mean, the money I spent into putting this together is way beyond anything I've ever made. So, so any money you want to donate to my site, or if you buy my tutorials, you use them, they benefit you a lot, and you get some dough in your pocket, and hey man, let's throw some Mark's way. That'd be most gracious, or you can buy my video tutorials at lulu.com, FWLB, buy those, and that will help me too. So anyway, thank you for listening, and Mark Filkins is now going to sign off.